Hi viewers, welcome back to Careers Bistro. My name is Monique Adams, and as mentioned, we are joined here by one of the co-founders of Taxi Connect, Reinhold. Hi.
Hi Monique.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So we're in a jive today, guys. As you can see, he's my customer for the day. So how are you feeling? How's the day so far?
I'm feeling great. Day started off well. Did some work, had a meeting, actually 2 meetings before this. So everything started off well today.
Started off well. So I mean, Taxi Connect. Why? How? Like, give us a brief, background.
All right. So I started Taxi Connect back in 2020. Oh, it sounds like it's way back, but it's just last year.
Yeah, it was last year.
All right. So I remember back in university, that's UNAM, 2019. I was standing at a taxi rank, and it was full of taxis, but I was still struggling to get one. So I thought to myself, like, it's not only me; it's a whole lot of students that were standing at the taxi rank but couldn't manage to get a taxi.
Yeah.
So I thought about how can I perhaps build something that is able to accommodate this, because the only reason why most people aren't able to get a taxi is because the taxi drivers do not know where the customer is going. So exactly. So I thought to myself, how can I do it? And that's when the idea of the light bulb came on. I ran home.
Ding, ding, ding.
Exactly. So I started doing research, and I think on top of that, I wasn't really a taxi guy. I never liked taxis because as a teenager, I was kind of molested by a taxi driver. Just quickly a backstory about that is I was with my friend. We were coming from a friend's house where we slept home for the weekend. We were going back home, and we got a taxi. I think I was 14 back then.
Yeah.
And so this taxi driver, I was sitting in front with him, and he kept touching me at my private areas. I'm like,
oh my,
what's going on? I was so nervous.
And your 14-year-old self was like, what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We didn't know what to do, and then he started driving in a different road than where we were going.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on here? And I don't know if he's trying to see if I hid my money there, or I have no clue.
No clue, yeah.
And he told me that he's going to stop and to pick up his brother, and I thought to myself, oh my goodness, this is even true. And as soon as he stopped, I told him, I got out of the car and I told him, hey, I'm just going to greet my aunt here. I'll come back now. I never ever came back.
You ran away.
I ran for my life and left my friend behind. I'm sorry if you're watching this, friend.
Sorry, friend. That must have been very traumatizing.
Very.
Oh my goodness.
And from that day on, I never wanted to get in a taxi again.
Yeah. So you've done your research and you met your partner. So you're the co-founder. He's not joined here today.
Yeah.
So after you've done your research, how did you go about it?
Okay, so first things first, I really wanted this to be a Namibian product, and I needed it to be developed here. And I started looking for a co-founder, but finding the one that was fit for the job, that could actually do the job, and build this with me, was really hard. It took me a whole year. I met a few of them, quite bright and talented people, but they just weren't, or they didn't have the required skills to actually scale this, because it's not just a product that's going to be in one town or in Namibia alone.
Yeah.
The vision is really to scale and expand and grow.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I started looking for one, and I met him through my cousin. So he was like, no, I know this dude, he's really good at coding. He eats coding.
Drop dude's name.
Oh, sorry, I'm missing this. Dominic, sorry.
Dominic.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like, no, he's really good at coding. And I'm like, at that point, I was in the garage. That's where my office was. I was about to just give up because I couldn't find the right person. And I didn't want to outsource this outside the country or anything.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to also give it to a company to do it for me because I needed this person to be in-house. So yeah, that day I remember Dominic, I called him and I was like, yo, what's up? I started speaking to him already on the phone like we're friends.
Yeah.
And he was confused, and I invited him to my place. And he was coming from campus at that time. So he had his laptop, so he was quite skeptical about the whole thing.
Yeah.
He didn't want to come. And he was like, he literally rawly told me that, hey, dude, I know this is a scam. You guys just want to rob me.
Rob me, yeah.
Relax, I just want to talk to you about something that I'm working on. And at the end of the day, he trusted me and he came by, we spoke about it. excited, and we started working on it.
Wow, amazing. Fast forward, you guys are here now.
Here now.
Yeah, and it's a success.
Exactly.
But like, you know, with every journey, there are like challenges you come across.
Sure.
So what challenges really sticks out for you, you know, throughout your journey, and how have you overcome that specific challenge?
All right, I think for one is this is a challenge that every startup goes through. I believe every startup in America specifically, which is funding.
Yeah.
Because in order to keep on growing and scaling, you need
The funds.
You need an investment, and that has been a challenge for us to start with, just to keep the whole company running. Because you know we run on servers.
Yeah.
And you need to pay those in order for you to stay alive.
Yes.
You know? So that is definitely one of the biggest challenges that we have right now. In looking at all our goals and milestones that we want to reach, we are unable to execute most of our plans because of that funding.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and your accomplishments, you know, one of the highlights?
One of the highlights, I mean, look, when we started back in April 2020,
Yeah.
our goal was to have at least 5,000 users by the beginning of this year, 2021. And we accepted that goal. So by the end of 2022, by November actually, we already had 10,000 users.
Wow.
And because of that, the whole system also just crashed for a week.
Wow.
Because we really didn't expect this.
Yeah.
We expected
wow.
a lower user base, but then wow, like
Exceeded your
really tell that it
expectations.
has been something that has been needed for the longest time.
Yeah, no, really. And I mean, like, you know, Reinhold, you know, apart from, you know, business and all that stuff, like, what do you get up to, like, in your free time? What do you enjoy doing?
Should I call it free time? I actually get free time. I wouldn't say free time, but I make time for certain things, which is the first one on the list would be church. That's something that I'm very, very involved in, you know, my faith.
Yeah.
So making time for church, for Bible studies, even though my schedule can look messed up, I always make time for that. And second would be family, because if it's not for family, man, I would just go crazy. Running a startup, I thought, look, when we were in ideation, it was so easy. Numbers, focus, everything.
Yeah, but the execution.
Exactly. So when it came to the execution, it required more than we thought we would give. So family and friends keeps me tuned in.
Insane.
Exactly.
So Reinhold, I mean, I asked you, like, you went to Fundrain. I'm a Fundrain. You know, I went to Fundrain myself. So can you just like give us like the best highlights of your like Fundrain life, like the years, if you can like remember?
Oh, cool! There's actually one that just came into my mind right now. I think the highlight was I was a very sportive person, if that's even a word. So I used to do high jump and long jump. So I was pretty good at that. I always got to go to what do you call them back then? Where we compete against other schools.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think that was my biggest highlight because I was really good at it.
Sports, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Interesting. In high school, I mean, you finished at Concordia.
Yeah, I finished at Concordia. Did your research? Well done. So I finished at Concordia. I think for me the highlight was I moved to Concordia from Commerce High.
Yeah.
After I finished my grade 10.
Why was that?
Sorry?
Why did you move to Concordia from Commerce High?
Because I just felt like Concordia, I'm really interested in German, and Concordia was well known for that. So I decided to move there. And grade 11, I ran for LRC, which is the student you know. LRC, Learners Representative Council.
Yeah.
I mean, being there for only a year, I wasn't that popular at least.
But you showed probably like good leadership skills, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So I actually I didn't make it when I ran for it.
Okay.
I was just at the edge, but no, sorry, I'm just joking. I did make it.
Wow.
And it was very surprising for me that I actually could be chosen as a student learners representative council after being there only for a year. So that was my biggest highlight.
Interesting. So you said like you love some German.
In German, so ich war in Deutschland vor 3 Monaten für Schule und mein Gott, mein Deutsch ist schlecht.
I only understand you were in Germany for 3 months.
Yeah.
Was that okay? So you were in Germany.
Correct.
What was that like?
I mean, it's a beautiful place to be in. I fell in love with it. It's very diverse, especially Berlin. I think that was the most interesting thing to see, like all the nationalities that were in one city.
Yeah. And like, okay, I know I'm gonna be that girl that will ask you, what's your star sign?
My star sign is a Gemini.
Do you feel like you can like relate a lot to like your star sign?
Yes, I would agree.
Like what exactly?
I really haven't done so much.
Am I putting you on the spot?
And I mean it's fine. I haven't really done so much research on my star sign. All I know is that I'm a Gemini.
You're a Gemini.
Otherwise, mostly I connect more with my faith.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, you know, for anyone that read your article and was watching this video and felt really motivated, you know, reading your story, what word of advice would you leave that individual now?
I would say follow your dreams, chase them down, hunt them down, and don't ever think because you don't have what you think you need to execute your dreams that should stop you from actually trying to get the most of what you currently have at your disposal.
Interesting, wise words from the young Reinhold. Why, thank you. We are here. You know, all good things come to an end.
Yes, they must. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. But thank you so much for allowing me to drive the taxi, the drive, the cab. I really enjoyed it, guys.
Thank you so much for having me. Cheers, guys.
Bye, guys.
Goeiemiddag, goeiemôre seker nog liewer. Goeiemôre, Philip Kleinsmit van die Chefs Association. Ons vandag hier so by die Netbank Kapana kompetisie besig hier aan my agtergrond sien julle hom en 'n lieflike dag. Ons is pas klaar met die eerste ronde. Die eerste gedeelte van vandag is dan wat ons die salsas geproe het en die top 10 salsa makers gaan deur aan die volgende ronde waar hulle Kapana en salsa gaan maak. Nou by die eerste ronde het hulle so 5 minute gehad om salsa te maak. Ons het 'n lieflike salsas gehad. En weet jy, wanneer ons kyk as ons die salsa maak, wanneer die contest dat die deelnemers die salsa maak, is om seker te maak dat alles dieselfde grootte gesny. Dit ding is dit maklik. Kapana is jy so is 'n sliver of meat optel en dan jou salsa so tussenin kan optel en lekker tamatie en eie alles saam dit kry. En as dit te groot gesny is, dan kan jy nie iets van alles daarby kry nie. So ja, hulle moet mooi fyn sny en dan kan jy nou so optel met die en dan natuurlik daai balans. Jou balans tussen jou eie en jou tamatie. Partykeer sit die ouens green pepper by. Green pepper is geneig om iets nogal te oorheers, maar jy moet baie versigtig wees om daai balans reg te kry. Natuurlik jou balans met jou asyn en al die ander goeders by vir jou spice baie belangrik. Die volgende ronde ons gaan doen, gaan ons dan nou die Kapana doen saam met dit. Dan gaan die deelnemers so 'n halfuur kry. Ons gaan hulle vuur gee. Hulle vleis gee, hulle tamatie en ei gee, hulle salsa en hulle Kapana dan in daai halfuur kook. En weer eens ons gaan kyk na hoe word gesny. Ons en in hierdie tye waar ons leef, natuurlik is die higiëne verskriklik belangrik. So die ouens moet asseblief heeltyd vir ons seker maak dat hulle skoon werk, dat hulle hande heeltyd gesanitiseer is, dat hulle oppervlakte skoon is. Hierdie cross contamination, jammer vir die Engels, cross contamination tussen jou groente en jou rou vleis, moet hulle baie versigtig wees voor. En ons 3 judges, Chef Toivu, Chef Alina en Chef Aina, kyk baie spesifiek daarna. Nou van die Chefs Association se kant af om betrokke te wees hierby. Ons is nou al so 5 jaar en van dit begin het is ons betrokke hierby. En die hele idee is daarvan om Kapana, ons nasionale dis in Namibië, iets regtig waar internasionaal te kan vat. Om dit te maak dat mense in goeie restaurante kan aanbied. En man, as die chef dan uitkom en sê, hoor som, gewoonlik ons as Kapana eet ons om met die hand en vir mense te wys, doen dit, wys met die hand, eet met die hand. maar as hulle met die mense vir wil eet, gaan hulle met die mense vir wil eet. En dan met die Chefs Association se betrokkenheid hierby, beteken dit dat jy gee 'n bietjie meer diskresie seker aan die hele geleentheid en die wenner wat werklik aan die einde wat dan nou die amateurchef wenner wat 'n trailer wen van amper R100,000, 'n vol toegeruste trailer wen. Hier staan een hier van ons vorige wenner staan hier vandag. Ongelooflik om te sien hoe hulle dan nou besigheid maak van hierdie ding om Kapana op die straat op te vat, 'n straatkos maar internasionale standaard te kan gee daaraan. En dis wat vir ons so lekker is daarvan. En dit is hoekom dit lekker is vir ons die Chefs Association om daarbey betrokke te wees.